My good people, welcome back for another edition right here on Spike TV Uganda. As usual, I'm your host Babazi Anna, and I never disappoint you, trust me. Today, I have not disappointed you. I have brought you someone who you have all been asking for. And guess what? Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and also click on that notification bell so that you get to find out every time I post something new for you. So, in the past days, we have been bringing you your fine celebrities. And today, we have centered in sports. You've heard me right. And I've not just brought somebody anyhowly, but I've brought someone who is a legend in this department of sports. I can't believe I'm also seeing you face to face. Like, is this real?
Thank you.
How are you? By the way, before I go there, most of you are asking yourself, am I saying right? Yeah. She is Dorcus Inzikuru, the woman, the original, is that?
The duplicate.
The one who won us that gold medal, the 3,000
steeplechase.
steeplechase.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried to grasp that thing. 3,000 steeplechase.
You have to clear that hurdles a little bit faster. So if you come a little bit slow, you will not jump.
How are you? How are you doing?
Okay, thank you. Otherwise, I'm Golden Girl. Happy New Year to everyone, all the Ugandans. I'm very happy for all what God has done for our lives. Also, glory to Him. And I want to thank all of you for praying for me of winning all those 7 gold medals which I won for Uganda before. I'm still a hero. When a person wins 7 gold medals is not something uneasy. Gold medal is a gold medal.
They say that once are honorable,
Yeah.
or is a honorable. So once are gold, or is
A gold is a gold. And I have now so many followers, now especially like Kipro Teach. Those are now my followers. There's also Cheptegei, who just broke the world record. I also went through that, through the records, and breaking 15 times national records. So for Uganda, it was not an easy thing. So it is a great achievement for me. And I love it that I still love the sports. And now I'm grooming the young ones, the young Inzikurus.
before you take us there in grooming, Zikuru, first tell us something. First of all, you're looking good. I don't want to go without complimenting. You look, the Inzikuru, I remember, we watched you, I think that was 2005, 2006. I remember we used to watch you on TV and you're like, I can't believe Uganda just won. You're used to Kenya and Jamaica, but you're looking good right now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sports is quite different. The only challenges we have for sports is injuries. That's one of the worst in life of sports. If you have a simple injury, you'll recover within 6 or 8 months. But if you have now the strong one, so it becomes a little bit difficult. So at times now, but it needs a technical medical team, the way they can assess the size of the injury. If it is knee injury or a tendon or arm, so you find out it will depend. And soft tissue injuries. So these soft tissue injuries, you find it takes time always to recover. So it needs a proper medication and proper guidance from your coach or your trainer. So I'm always really happy. And many Ugandans, they didn't know. I say, because she has delivered a baby, what it is just, she has disappeared. No, it doesn't mean that if you deliver, the girl will never come back to run. No, it's not like that. But is there something behind that? Is there injury on her leg or on her knee? So those are the areas you need to find out for a top athletes. Top athletes, most of them, they don't relax because mentally you have to be a winner all the time because you don't have time. When you are sick, you feel like you are wasting. It is wasting time.
So Nzikuru,
You can't recover well from the injury quickly. So always, I'm very aggressive. I'll say, okay, doctor, how long? If doctor say 2 months, say, okay, 2 months. 2 months is 2 days. So if I in the 3rd day, I'm on the road. So I question the what? Everything, because in the mind, please, you have to go back to run. So it becomes difficult. So, and if you don't take correct procedures, you can recover quickly.
Okay, before we go there, because I think these people are like, you're taking us very fast. So first tell us, when did you realize that you're very good at sports? Because you becoming a golden girl, a golden medal kind of person, I don't think you just woke up one day and you're like,
No.
you know, most of us were in school
Yeah.
and we had that one girl.
Yes.
I'm from Shimon,
Yeah,
and we always had that girl in that other house called Rhino. She always gave us headache.
Yeah.
Were you that girl who everybody knew, or did you find out that you're good at sports at a later age?
Thank you so much. You know, sports is from the gene. You inherited from the family. It's both parents, from my mom and dad.
You mean I can't be a golden girl now?
When you don't have the talent, it's very difficult. You can't start now, then you'll get tired. But it needs a blood. You know, when something is in the blood with the family, you find that child is always kind of what? Inherit. So I come now multi-purpose. Daddy used to run long distance, and my mom is for short sprint. So I doubled them. So it was a very, very good. So it is the whole family runs, my sisters, so even the siblings, all of them run. But because now they are busy, others are for studies, others are this. So they are mixed up. The other three, they are already working. So that's the great thing now. They have also abandoned the run. So with work, with run, it's very, very difficult. Yeah. When train, you know, when you want to train a child, it needs from young. From 1 year, you know that you can discover this child is going to be a great runner in future. Within that 3 months, you try to assess, study the baby. If this, is it sharp, is good for this. You know that as a parent, now like us as sports people, we can identify or discover this child will be like this. You see? So at a very early age. So, and I used to go with my dad for training early in the morning, sometime in the evening like this. Or sometimes my mom can send me, go and buy something in Duka, so I go while running. So from there, I started picking. You know, I say, hey, my dad, you travel by that black and white plane. I need to fly also like you. How does that plane looks like? So my father used to show to us in the house after your supper, and then he will talk to us.
Black and white plane. Your daddy was a pilot.
That one was, they didn't have colored photos those years, yeah? Colored photos those years.
Sorry, I'm from 2000. Anyway, I'm lying. I'm a 1990 baby. So the black and white is confusing me here.
Yeah, this black and white color. So you find out, hey, how does that plane looks like? Can I reach there? So in that small photo, you also try to fix yourself. Can I enter? You know? But psychological, so my father could prepare us. He said, no, you know what, my daughter, if you people can win this race next week in Arua, or you reach to Kampala, you win. You reach Nairobi, you win. I'll be very happy.
So when your parents, because you've told us that your parents saw that in you,
Yes.
when they saw that in you, what did they exactly do? Like, because you've told us that you used to run with your father every single morning.
Yeah.
So he wanted to grow that giant that he saw inside you.
Yeah.
So apart from that, what else did your parents do? Because you've told us you went to Nairobi.
Yes.
So some parents don't really have that money to go to Nairobi. To go. So tell us, how did that happen?
That's very good, because we had to get sponsors, and all the sponsors from Italy. And my coach, the Italian coach called Dr. Flavio Pascolato.
When was that? At what age?
That one was 1998. Yeah, 1998, 99, 2000, until when I won all these gold medals, I was still, they were still supporting me. And not only him as a guidance, but we have also a senior technical coach. He's called Mr. Renato Canova. He came only Uganda 2017 when we had the World Cross Country. So he used to tell me, now, you know, Dorcas, now you win another gold. If you want me to go to Uganda, win another gold. So I could say, okay, let me work hard. And the training, because I used to know to train here in Uganda, but I used to train in Kenya. Then we go to Switzerland, then we go to Colorado, we go to China. So we change, we go to Germany, we change different climates. Because a champion needs to change different climates, where you're going to compete. Because you have to see, you have to adapt all those climate changes. You move around.
So
Sometimes it can be hot, you need to go where it is hot. where it can be temperate, it can be cold winter. Those are winters from September until April. The season is very terrible. So you have to adapt and you have to run in that snow. So it's not easy. Even you can lose the sense in your hands, but usually because you are prepared. It's a process and it's very good. You have to be very good discipline. Discipline is paramount in sports. When you don't have discipline, you'll never be.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about the principles, but before we go to the principles of success, of getting there, you have told us that that your father found out that you're good, and he helped you get sponsors. You have traveled. I understand you were a student.
Yeah.
Didn't that affect your education?
Sorry, it was that was when I started now moving now more frequently when I was now senior 3, but senior 1, senior 2, I was here at Makere College because I had so many sponsors. When I won, after winning, and then I said, okay, Makere College took me. Then after I got Chiambogo College also took me. About 7 schools, high schools, gave me scholarships. So I didn't know where to go. But I said, no, okay. My father said, no, go to Makere College. I went there.
So what do you mean when you won? You won when you were in high school? That golden, when we saw you on TV, you were in S3?
That was S3.
So tell us, it didn't affect your education because now you've told me that every school was fighting to get you in S3. Who wouldn't want to have Nzikuru as a student?
Let me say especially from senior 1. But because after when I was in Makere College school, after winning for the Makere College, so my coach, then they came back, the Italian and the General Secretary, Mr. Dorcus Inzikuru. So they came back, and then they picked me again. They took me back to Arua. So I had to go back to Arua to Mvara Senior Secondary School, where now I completed my O-level. So from there, but I could go with my books, and serving 2 masters at Yago sometimes is not easy. You're out of class, you're also there concentrating.
Did it affect your performance in any way?
No, but only because I could come back on time when there is a period for exams. Then they also now allow me to come for 2 weeks. Then I come and settle for the exams. Because that 2 weeks is 1 week I'll take now for revision. Then I have my group discussion. So with group discussion, things were more easier than sitting in the class the whole day. It was now very difficult, and I was ever absent. But fine now, with group discussion here, there, it was like I've been in the class for the whole term.
You were just a smart student.
So fine now, I had the bright groups, and it was very easy. So and all teachers and lecturers, even at the university, they were my best friend, our team best friends. So it was very good support they gave us. So all my life went very, very successful. Even if I miss the lectures or notes, but I make sure I go with my books. 1 bag is full for books. Then my small one, I put in a handbag in my shoes, my uniforms. If the other one get lost, but this one, because this is the icon, a gold medal, you have to keep it very closely. So it's like a handicap, a handbag, let me say, sorry, a handbag. So once you have that, your life will be successful. So you have to balance.
It's not easy to balance. So now, you have told us your journey at school. You are now this celebrity. You become a celebrity at a very young age, S3. I didn't know that. So now tell me, how did students and teachers treat you? Because if I was in the same school with you, I would be taking pictures every time if at all we had phones. How did they treat you?
In fact, the school, because when there's a school competition, I used to bring for them, we win, the school has to win. Because for girls, then the overall. So we could carry the overall trophies plus for girls, then the boys, because the school was the best school in Arua, in West Nile. And I do multiple events. I don't run only one event. I can go for field events, for javelin, I go for shot put, I go for high jump, Then for the running, for the laps, I have to go for 1,500 meters, that's 4 laps. I have to go 5,000 meters, that's 12 and a half laps. I have to go for 10,000, that's 25 laps. So every 2 hours, I have to rest, then I go for the next one. That one was purposeful to get marks so that you can win the overall trophy. And my team was the best in West Nile, Arua. So we used to have Arua team, very, very good, and the bus company is called Nile Coach. So then the district leaders, then with our coach in Arua, the local coach, Mr. Gamasham, and then the Italian coach, Mr. Dr. Pascolato Flavio, then the senior technical coach, Mr. Canova Renato, all these are around me.
So I would like to know that experience of being in school and being a champion, and you're in school, like how the HM, most of us were treated the way we are treated because first of all, you don't pay school fees on time. Yeah. You're not in sports. Even academically, you're just annoying. Okay, you're just there. Yeah. You're confusing. But I would like to know that experience of being a champion. How did they treat you?
Thank you very much. But for me, my life is simple. So I love to live with people, with the students, with the pupils. So they never gave you. No, they treated us now like me. They treated me as VIP. Very, very good. That was the excellent they gave it at school. And good thing at school, because, as a student, as sports, we have a role to play. You have to be very good disciplined, down to the earth. Very simple, but good discipline. So, yeah. Very many people, even whenever I go to offices, different where I saw my discipline, I have to be down to the earth. Because that is the role of sports. Make sure you are very good discipline, you respect people. Even if it's a small person, make sure you respect that person. But you don't need to be arrogant. So that is the most thing. But with the group, we have to perform the same. We have to be in the class the same. All the teachers, even the lecturers, they treated us equally. So it was very good equality which they gave us. But everything where, and as I told you, where the group discuss a team for discussion at the university, and also secondary school, we also have a group. Then we have a scripture union for prayers because we are on program. When it's time for prayers, in the evening prayers, we have to go for scripture union prayers. After that, for Protestant, then the Catholic goes for Catholic, Muslim goes for Muslim. Yeah. So those are the areas for religion department. So it was well organized, and everything you have to be on time, and I was very happy. So my program was scheduled at this time from 5:30 to 6:30. I have to be out of the what? I have to be on the road for training up to 6:30. So 30 minutes can give me time to prepare in the dormitory. Then 7, we have to be in the class because 20 minutes we have prayers. Prayers within that. By 7:10, we have finished we complete the prayers. Then from 7:15 there, everybody is in the class.
I can see you're a very, very determined person. You're a go-getter. Yeah. Where did you stop with? Very hardworking. I mean, you can't win the gold medal without that. Yeah, so where did you end with your education?
I finished bachelor's degree in accounting at Deja University. Also, I also did sports management.
Where was that?
So many courses which under Olympic International Games, Olympic International Committee. We have done a lot of women empowerment. We have done a lot of different coaches, but in sports management. Now, administrative management now, we also did that. So we have so many things which I've done. That's why I'm saying education and the sports. These are two things. They are both needed in the life. They are very, very successful. So what you need to do, you need to get a proper guidance, and you need to balance them. If you are for sports, go with your books, carry them. Even if they are heavy, carry them.
Some people see sports as a shortcut. They want to run out of school. And now you're just saying the opposite. You just...
it depends how you set your timetable. Yeah. And most people say, the sports people, they are very dull. No, they are not dull. It's only just because they are carrying 2 masters at your go. So by the time you are coming from train, you want to read, you just read maybe one page, you already dozing. Yeah? So things will not enter. So you need to program yourself. You are operating like nothing. So you'll not even understand anything what you have read. So it will be very difficult to grasp everything in your mind. So always you have to break. After running, you take a break for resting. You sleep for 1 hour. After then, now you become fresh. Okay. You see? Then fresh there, now you now start from there. You get me? So if this is the whole day class, you can adjust in the morning. You go like 30 minutes train, then you do some exercises. Those aerobic exercises, you do it very fast, which cannot make you to sleep in the class. So in the evening, when now it is now other games are now starting, football, netball, what, now go for your road. You can go there like 1 hour.
Now I know why you say these things are from the mother, genetics. I don't see myself doing all those exercises in one day.
You shall start that because I've already started the group for aerobic exercises now. My team who are now my size now, I'm a little bit heavy, because this COVID pandemic has locked everything down. So mentally you can now prepare yourself. This you are going for this competition. No, it becomes very difficult. So what we did now when you have injuries, I had injuries, so I had to break it off for the injury. Always I call the doctor. Okay, can I start this month? The doctor says, okay, let's see. Wait. Okay, go tomorrow. How do you feel? Go a little bit hard, like for 10 minutes. How do you feel on the knee? Do you feel much pain? I have stopped 2 days, and then you tell me. So like that, So the injury, because I had soft tissue injuries on the knee. It is a very dangerous part where the end of the ligament it is. So it is overstretched. So where the blood cannot flow directly. It goes and it blocks. So there is a clot. So once there's a clot there, they have to remove that clot from the knee. So I had minor surgery on the knee. And now at least it is now okay. So, and because I had too much stress, when can it be cured? You see? Now you take Panadol, maybe some painkillers 2 days. Doctor, I think it is okay. So you find you're already on the road. Yeah, very difficult to sit down. Celebrities are very difficult to sit down. So you take 3 days, coach, I think today is coming better. So I used to convince them, give me like this. Then after doctor said, no, Dorcas, you are going wrong direction. So you are making everything to be more worse. So stop. Calm down and remove everything from your mind. Now I want that leg to recover very well, then you come back. Okay, will you be patient for this month?
Now, like most people have been asking themselves, Dorcas, after winning, where has she been? Nobody knew that you're going through that. Like your leg is having issues and everything, and also some other matters. So now, like to highlight on that point. To help those people to really calm down. What can you tell them? Where have you been?
Thank you very much. And the injury, which I had told you before, this injury has been long. It has been one of the worst injuries in my life because with the ligaments, it's not easy. I fell down. Yeah, when during the competition in Germany, it was worst performance. I fell after jumping the barrier. I jumped the water, then I was not trying to come out from the water. I was sprinting. I fell down, then I hit my leg on the water. So there was pins, safety pins. So because when you're running, those pins they also fall from the chest. So those pins now pricked my vein. So that leave my direct. And then I got up very fast. The time now I removed this pin. I didn't know. I thought it had all come out. Kumbe, it broke. Part of it now went, so penetrated direct to the knee. So that thing stayed for 2 months inside. So it destroyed the joints. You see, so I had to go back to London and to have the surgery. So they removed that pin. It was completely rusted. A pin.
All that long.
It was not easy. I used to go early in the morning. You feel, early in the morning, somebody wants to cut your leg. So it is sharp pain. So I said, is it arthritis? Doctor said, no, I don't have arthritis. I said, no, I cannot have arthritis, but I know something pricked me during the event I was running. And I removed that pin. I just swept it with my left hand, and I thought he has what? Come out. So I didn't know. I thought he would just pricked me a little, but kumbe I'm feeling something. Now after when I realized that, now I started now coming out from my knee. So I could pull it. I wanted to pull it out, but it was rusted, so it could not come out. You see, so I had to go. And I used to tie the leg. So I have to put on what? I have to put on dress heavy clothes so that no one sees the what? Yes, no one sees the leg is what? So everyone says, this one is a normal lady. So I could not wear tracksuit or sportswear. It was very difficult. So it took time. So when I got to Nambola there with the trials for federation, for athletics, so I could not run. So it becomes very difficult. But I keep myself very humble. Then it will cure. You know, so that was the what? That was the worst part. And I worsened it, yes. So I could take painkillers like 2 days or 3 days, but the fourth day, I just said, I'm now tired. It will get cured, you know. So I could call coach, okay, coach, now at least it's okay, because I'm not used to medicine. So my coach, you know, trained me not to be used to medicine. So because when you are around, drugs are not allowed for when you are competing. You win gold medal, you have to be tested, drug testing. So we have all those procedures. So there are antibiotics which are prohibited, not allowed for sports to take in. So my coach and doctor, they could be very keen because they get sports personnel, those doctors who did medicine for sports. So once they are for sports, they now prescribe, which means that they can give you. And then they have to write letter to World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA. Then you give a copy to International Olympic Committee department. This is the athlete who has been taking medicine, but if she's now has qualified for Olympic Games or World Championship or World Cup.
You guys are, in short, you're not allowed to get sick.
So you have to go with that medical form, that prescription you have, the doctor has given you. So how long have you been taking that medicine? Did you recover well? Then how many times did you go for review? You know, those are the things. Then you have to go for MRI scan, which goes to show the nerves, every nerves. Because those machines we don't have here. We have those machines in London. So I had to go back and check. That's when they got that pin was inside the soft tissue. It had bended around my knee. Now to pull out, it was difficult. To cut here, I said, no, they should not cut the leg.
So now you see, like, you people have all been asking, where is Dorcus? Where is Dorcus? Where is Dorcus? Where is Dorcas? Yeah. So now you've heard for yourself, you know, she's been going through a lot. You know, it's very, very important in life before you judge and before you start crucifying somebody, you have to first know their story, you know. And as Spike TV Uganda, we are here for you to let you know about what is happening in your celebrity's life. So you have heard that her leg had issues, and it was there for a very long time, that it required her to actually even fly out of the country for her to get the operation. So Inzikuru, I think now they're cleared. Eh? Now just sit and relax. I think now you know where your Inzikuru has been, because most people have been like family. I think it's because of family.
Yeah. But it is not family issue, but it's actually after here I will show you the part. Then you will tell people this is the way I was operated. So it's always very, very important to people to know that this was the person who was affected. What? It is this. Where is the area? It is this. You have seen. So mostly injuries are not an easy thing. It's one of the worst thing in a life for sports people, celebrities. So once you get injured, you see Boniface Kiprop, the one who won a Commonwealth Games 2006 in Melbourne with me, was were the two who saved Uganda. Then the third one was a bronze medal for boxing. So we had 2 gold medals for Commonwealth Games in Melbourne, Australia. That was 2006. After the World Championship, where I won the Helsinki. So Boniface also has injury on the tendon behind this part. So it is not anxiety. Now you tie the shoes plus running plus that friction. So every day he was bleeding every day, and the pain increases, his swelling.
That is like equivalent to a musician having a problem on the throat.
You can have infection on the throat, you have this one, so you find that the musician can lose voice. And once you lose voice, the song will not come nice. So, and the fans will not even enjoy. You get me? So, until today, it put my colleague down, Kiprop Boniface, is off out of what? He had to step down like almost 6 years, but still.
So now you've told us about like your colleague, how he has stepped down. How about you? Because now like it interfered with your running. You know, if your leg is affected, I don't expect you to run. What have you been up to?
That's very good. You know, mostly in sports people, you must have plan B.
Even us, we have plan Z.
So when you have plan B, when you fail plan A, you go to plan B. Now during the what for the treatment, now if you didn't complete the education, plan B, go back to class. You see, you go back to class, open the pages, the books. So you know, education doesn't mean of age. Even if you are 96 years, you have to go back to class. So that's the plan B. When you read, you don't read the cover. Check inside, what is inside. So, which course can you do? Can you do something practically, whereby you can learn, like welding or what? This is a boy and girl child skilling. Can you do it so that it can bring for you daily income, where you can survive? Because for sports there, the contract will be off. No one will look after you. So you have to think, yes, as a girl now my contract is off, and my injury is here. No, and the only thing now is treatment. What will I eat? So after there, so plan B now, you have to go back to school. I have to go back to school because this injury, now when doctors say it is this period, so you have to think, if it is 2 years, you have to step down for 2 years. What can you do in these 2 years? Can you sleep and wait? No, you can't. So another plan was, okay, and I was saying, these 2 years I need to get married. These 2 years I need to produce. Those are the things for what? For girls mostly. After these 2 years, I think I will come back. You get me? So that is just to remove the trauma from the mind. So once you are already traumatized, it's very difficult. But as a person who is a professional, who knows how to tolerate and who knows how to manage the public pressures, what? You know, you don't need to hate everyone. No. So you take everybody responsibility for yourself, self-esteem. Try to manage yourself. You get me? How do you manage yourself?
So how did you?
Plan B, go to class. You start where you had stopped from. You get me? Because I was ever with the books and also with what? Academic, and also with the sports. So where I had stopped the academics, I have to come back. Then start again afresh. So when I completed, so I was able to do, okay, this one now I can think very wise as now. I'm not now a young kid, you see now. Now plan C. Plan C, what can you have plan C? I think you need now to have family. You get me? Then from there, like that. So injuries, there are so many things. Or you can keep, after getting that study stuff, you can look for a small job. Or you can create something, a job by yourself. You educate people or sensitizing them, communities, something nice, you know, which can keep you busy and you forget mentally, psychologically, the pain. Now, if you come to town like this, you meet 3 or 4 people, 5 people, you forget the pain. Than staying at home the whole day, you are watching television, what? The pain will still come back because you're in one place. So psychologically, you are not yet changed. So it will become very difficult to remove that stress from your mind. So mostly celebrities will have those plans. You look for plan B. After finishing, then, okay, plan C. I have to now get jobs. If I finish this course, which areas can I now tackle? After this, what can I give back to the community?
That's where I want to go, because as Inzikuru, you just don't have you just don't have you as yourself and your family and your plan B and C. You also have the community to look up to you. because you have a name. I mean, not just Uganda, but globally. So what did you do? What have you done in this time of being in the process of healing? What have you done to see that you give back to the community of, most especially where you come from?
That's very good. Now, especially now for the communities, we are now sensitizing sports, most of the communities, the parents, about sports. How can your child be champion? You get me? And how can your child reach to that level? Where do you start from? Now we have, because now my name, I celebrate Inzikuru's legacy, Kibroti's legacy, Joseph Cheptegei's legacy. We put all those legacies around us, together around us. Now I have personal legacy in Inzikuru Sports Academy. I registered this club. It started 2 years ago. So it is a very good club, and most of the schools, and we have been training so many schools, especially here. I started here in the central. Mpiji, we covered 3 different schools, and then Mukono, and then Nalia Secondary School, SS, Namgongo branch. We train all those secondary schools, and I have around 15 qualified coaches. So they are qualified under FUFA, so they are very good. So we have those categories of those coaches who train those children. Nurseries, we also train them. So under 6 years, under 7 years, under 9, under 8, under 10. So we have under 12. We have each category. Each coach has about 600 to 700 children, kids.
Do you only like train runners or every kind of
It
sports?
is all the sports activities except rugby. I put for them hockey, we put for them netball, we put for them athletics, and then we put for them table tennis. We put for them, there's another sports event. No, not running. There's a new event, it's called lacrosse. It's introduced by American. It was introduced to you, moves, but now we're trying to transfer this to the young children.
What do they do in that?
It is nice. It's a nice game. It's a nice game, but it needs the materials. It needs all the equipments, which can be trained.
There is wood ball.
Yeah, wood balls there, but I didn't introduce to the school. Yeah, so all the school now, we move also up country. We are now planning. It was only this lockdown, which interrupted all our activities. So Inzikuru Sports Academy is a very big academy. It does all multiple sports, not only athletics, but multiple sports. And all this team, and inside this team, we always encourage the parents to bring their child.
How do they bring them?
Now we have a system for the administration fee, because they pay a little fee, whereby we hire the field, or the parents pays those money. We also buy the jerseys. We give there is a fee for buying the jerseys. There is a fee for buying the shoes for them. Then administrative costs, they also give that to the parents to pay. And also these children, we take them out. So a fee for parents for air flight ticket is $2,500. So we give this parent, we don't give in 2 months or maybe in 6 months, no. We plan 2 years to come. So a parent will start to pay this money little by little. If he gets $50, put in the account.
Sikuru, you're taking us very fast. You guys even fly out of the country.
Yes, we had 3 players which was played already. They went to play in Liverpool under 6 years. There's a club there in Liverpool, yeah, in UK.
Oh.
Yes, they have also those academies there in school. When they have here, we also write friendly international matches with them. So we have connection with those ones. Then under 14, under 17, and under 19 were supposed to play this last year, July, in Hamburg, but because of the lockdown. So the team had qualified all. Was wonderful, but we had to cancel all the COVID because of that. And SOPs among these children. So we fear we couldn't now take these children and we'll get infection from there. So we are still waiting, though this lockdown is there. But so the team will also go back, and we promise all the parents they will take the children. We shall take the children back to Europe, and also we're also going to look for them the scholarships, whereby these players that can be what they can buy them. They play like those of Ronnie. They play those of Drogba, Pogba, all those players. So
That's a very, very good way of giving back to the society.
back to the society. That's why everybody say, why Inzikuru is quiet? I'm not quiet. But because I'd entered to another field, because I'm raising this under generation, the young Inzikurus, the young Kiprotics, the young Kipsiros, the young Joshua Cheptegei. So those are there. When you start young like this, because now when you will retire, we need somebody to replace us. You get me? So those are the areas which we need, especially our country. So we have not yet reached to the grassroots countrywide, but I'm now trying to appeal to every parent. Your child has a right to play. At least a child has a talent. Discover. If it's good for football, allow him or her to do the football. After that, you give a limit. Within 2 hours, the child must play. Okay, within these 2 hours, you bring her. You know, so it becomes very, very it becomes now very, 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 very well when you organize the child very well. Here your timetable is here, you must eat, and then you are watching your cartoons, how long? Like this. But most of these children, they have talents, but you find now, when they are not identified, it's always very difficult for a parent to discover that this child has what? A talent. And I know with the workload we have, it's not an easy thing, I know very well, but mostly, but we with the maids, but the little time when they come back home, that little time, 30 minutes or 20 minutes, sit your child down and teach her or teach him. Please, say, A, B, C, Ronnie, did you do your work, homework? What did you learn? Good. What sport do you want to do? You see, those are the areas. Get me? My daughter, because I had to ask her, she's good for what? For music. She likes gospel music so much. The first born, very good. So the second born now, she's good for sports. I started training her when she was 3 months. Now she's 1 year, 6 months, so wonderful. She'll be the one of the best in Inzikuru. Even world record holder, she will get tired of the one. So that's when you can study a child. This one is very good. Some they have big cabodes like me, but you find that cabode is very light in the body. Doesn't mean that she's too heavy or what, no. And when we travel to these different schools, we have categories of those big cabodes. We give them, there's a rope, we call them tug of war. They pull that. Yes, it's a fun, but make them very busy. You see, they also remove the stress from what? Reading. So we keep them fresh in the mind and different activities we give to them. You know, so I have a team for the aerobic exercise team. They give general exercise to the whole school. So it's a very big club.
Big club. So before, we leave that point of club, you've mentioned about your children, but we're not going to go into the family right now, but we shall have another segment where we are just going to talk about her family. Just keep it locked here on Spike TV Uganda. We are going to give you every single information. Before I forget, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. So before we leave that topic of the academy, we have these days, online is the way to go. Do you have any online information that you can give to them, how they can access it easily? Because I heard you say you have a fee they pay, to get that information. Because I think that's a very good opportunity for very many people who want to join sports.
For the website, I have the team, but I can give the number for the director. They can call the director immediately. Because the parents already, children now, they're already training. We are now, we started training in January this year. Now, last month, Now we are now 1 month, almost 4 weeks now in training. Both in my place, Chiabando, there's a Cleveland Primary School, where my daughter is studying. Then we have Namgona, where the head office for the sports academy is. And then we're partnership with the Miratots. There's a school, nursery school, it's called Miratots. So we have that partnership with the school, and it's a very powerful school for these young children. It's only a nursery school, but very powerful. So we empower those young pupils, those nursery kids, very good. But right now, because nursery schools is closed, so we can't interact so many. So now, what we do, because we observe SOPs, it's very, very important. and we have temperature machine guns for also. Then we take this child for doctor to examine. If it is okay, then the child will play. So every day they have to measure the temperature of the child, and also we have the medical team doctor. They have to check. We have those machines. They check the child. If it's okay, the temperature is okay, the kid will go.
So I think we are going to give them the information, but not now. We shall give you the information when we shall put it down there as we edit. So we shall give them the information because I know people are like right there waiting for the number. We are going to give it to you. Don't worry, you will see it down there. So before we conclude, I would like to know, like, I've heard that you've really helped the society through your academy. Do you think that the government of Uganda has done its part to see that the sports, because not the academy as such, but the sports at large? Because when I see government, like the governments like Kenya, Ethiopia, just here in Africa, these guys are holding the flags every now and then. Don't you think that there are some loopholes in our government, or you think that's the way they have to do it?
Thank you very much. Right now, since now I came to sports, and before, 40 years ago now, before, sports was down, especially here in our country. So when I started now winning the gold medal every week, every season, every year, so government now, His Excellency picked interest a lot to support sports. Now, especially athletics now is 90%. Athletics now, you find all these athletes are now winning gold medals. And then second, now when the team goes now for all these for Olympic Games, the entire is supported, funded by the state, by State House. So they give for the whole team, they give the facilitation, the travel. And you find out of that, they also come, they pay the ticket, Government funds, they facilitate the whole team, the national team. But individual now, like your personal trainer, no, they don't. But they only come in when there is when there is a national team moving out. Not only athletics now. Now all the sports, basketball, netball, Ukraine, you have just been here, and then Ukraine team, football also, then boxing, so they are still, and also now they are still also, because this year we have all the sports activities. Olympic Games is already in the place. And then World Cup is also there in the place. So those are the big events which is now remaining this year. Supposed to be done last year, but because of the pandemic, this COVID-19, so we couldn't make it. So already the athletes are already qualified now, just waiting now to resume for national training and also selecting the coaches who can be in the camp with these athletes. From the camp, how long are they going to be until August? Because Olympic Games is in August in Tokyo. So this year, we expect also another gold medals for what? In athletics. Gold medals are there. That's a good thing. So it's very, very good. Now, what we need now is to groom the young ones. The youth category, then the junior category, those are now 15, 16, 17 years, 18, 19. So we need to really groom those youths now. And they are there on the grassroots, at the grassroots. So I encourage parents, please bring your child. Give your child a chance to win. Who are also here in the country. So those are the legends. We also keep on teach all those. When they invite us for different functions, we also go there. The former ambassador for America, Deborah Malaki, had also invited me for empowering, sensitizing for gender-based violence. So it was very good. And in line with the sports. So it's very, very important. Then UN Women, that's the group team, they always invite me. At least those are the activities which I normally do, empowering this young girl and child and boy child education. So we really sensitize them a lot. Right now, after the pandemic, I know everything will be okay. We pray God will be the one to take care of this disease. It's not our own, but things are becoming now better and better. And I want to emphasize to all my people in the country, please, SOPs are very important. COVID is real.
Yeah, that's what I want you to tell them as we give the final touches. The last words you would like to tell the people, most especially your fans.
Thank you very much. I love all of you. I don't want anybody to die because of what? COVID-19. Now, if you go to Chirudi Hospital, you go to Mulag Hospital, people are really suffering. It's not easy. People are breathing hard. You may think it's asthmatic. It is not asthmatic. COVID is different from asthmatic. Asthmatic, you can cough, you can fall. But this one is very fast, it's quick. If you don't prevent it, it's very difficult to. People must avoid close contacts, really, especially our country. We have no neighboring countries who are also coming in. So social distances must be very important. And also my people in Chikubo down here, I love them so much. These are all my fans, I love them so much. And they are my people. Please, I want to urge everybody, please, health is very important. I suffered because of health. That is why I could not go back to what? To running. And the knee, if I did not follow instruction properly, this knee could not get cured very well. And before I didn't follow instruction very well, because I could take the medicine like 2 days or 3 days, I say, coach, it is okay. Then I go back to run. So sometimes they find me on the roads. But I wash on the what? On the tarmac road. So we need to follow instructions. Once you follow instructions, very disciplined to your body, you follow the SOPs, and those ones for who are selling their merchandise, please avoid what? Close contact. It's very important for your health. It's very important for the family. It will be very good. You can even enjoy the what? The business very well. But wash your hands. Don't touch your nose. Don't touch your eyes. Don't touch your mouth. Avoid close contacts. And make sure always be smart. That's the medicine for the what? For COVID-19. If you avoid to touch your eyes, if you shower, if you wash your hands clean, it will die. You see, it will die. So it's because this medicine is not yet there. It cannot cure. I know that. I pray that the world will, Uganda we shall get the what? The vaccine, and everything will be okay. And parents, I wish all the candidates, P7, A-level, P6, the senior 6, S6, then university finalists, please, I wish all of you the best. Others have already completed their papers, but please, when you are going back home, observe SOPs. Don't go for discourse. It will not help you at this time because you'll get an infection, and this infection you'll carry home. It will be a very big problem to what? To the family. So one of my best friends lost a family, was a very good runner in Congo. She lost the whole family. So died of the COVID. They went to play in the market. She went to a market and she didn't observe the SOPs. She came back, she was coughing, and all these droplets was affected. And when she was cooking food, so they ate, and the whole family was infected. So she could not now, she was still very good upcoming, a very good medium speed runner, very good. And she had qualified for Olympic Games for this year. So we buried her, the family buried her yesterday but one. So it was very bad, sad news. So that's why I'm saying COVID is real. It's not something, it's more than fair. It's not a joke. So people really should pay attention for that. So that's my advice to the country. Stay peacefully, love yourself, love your family, do your things. And those who are still at school, read your books, revise, be a best teacher. Yeah, thank you very much.
So much. Thank you so much for accepting to be on our show today. You've really given us enough time. Thank you so much. You've really blessed us. It's a blessing to have you.
We shall organize again. Then you can get another topic.
Yeah, you have heard her yourself. Yes. You know, most of you are going to be like, I'm lying. Yes. But next time, we're going to get another episode, and we're going to, this time around, we're going to be on family, because I know most of you want to know, what is that ring doing there on her finger? You know, she's married, but we're not going to go into that now. But if you want to know, just keep it locked here on Spike TV Uganda, and you'll get to know everything. Is she married? How many kids does she have? When did it happen? She didn't invite you, I know, but we shall get to know that in the next episode. Thank you so much, Inzikuru, for honoring us. You know, she's the golden girl and it's such an honor. But I want to remind you to subscribe, like, share, and comment so that you can get to know everything that we post for you here. And in case you have any questions, because she'll be coming back, just comment. Just comment down there and let us know what you want us to what you want us to ask her. You know, I don't know why English is disappearing. English is disappearing.
Thank you so much. I want to advise all of them. Now, my fellow athletes, my fellow runners, even for footballers, let me say general, the sports athletes, please, if you have injuries, follow the instructions. Don't ignore what doctor has given to you, the prescription. Follow, finish that dose, make sure you go for the review. After that, I know very well you'll become the best runner or the best champion. You'll be very good. So I didn't follow because I was still following 2 to 3 days. So I found I was losing every year. Every year I don't come back. I pick the shape very well, but reaching there now, when it needs to go for qualification, you find the pain comes back. And I push a little bit harder in training, so it becomes very difficult. So I could not finish sometimes the dose, so it was very difficult to come, you know. So that was terrible mistake I made. Because being champion mentally, psychologically, you have to be, please, I don't have time. I have to push, you know. I need at least to reach that highest level, like before. So with that aggressiveness, so I was not able to recover at the correct time. But now when my coach, then the doctor, then they sat me down. I said, okay, doctor, I think I'm lost somewhere because the pain is not going off. I'm lost. So what can I do? Because you are my mentor, you are my everything. So what can I do in order to avoid taking excessive drugs for these excessive painkillers for this? Because if I take 1 hour, the pain is off. After 1 hour, the pain is coming back. So it affects me psychologically. What can I do? So that was the first advice they had me. Then we had discussed for 6 hours. I said, okay, let me organize everything afresh. So that's why I was now able to recover. Now at least mentally, the stress is, the pain is off. I'm very happy. Now the hope is coming back. I know that I'm going to go back. But unfortunately, I'm not going for a new event. So which is not like before where I used to jump the hurdles. Because they have now removed the metal. So that metal, I'm now going to follow Kiprotich.
This time the women.
Red.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's coming back. For you who did not get that right, yeah, she's coming back in the race. This time the Kiprotich way.
And they should bring their children. The parents will bring from those children